The BCW comic portfolio promises to keep your comics safe in transport. After my initial experience with their display frame, I was a bit hesitant to buy one of these. So, how does it hold up to day-to-day use, and are your comics actually safe? Stick around for a full look at the BCW comic portfolio. BCW products are available just about anywhere that you can buy comics or trades. I ordered mine from Amazon. It's a 12x8 portfolio that promises to hold up to 15 comics with a slot under the front window here for any kind of comic art or whatever else you want to slide in, and it sells for $20. They also sell them in packs of 2. My worry seeing this online was that it would be made of the plastic similar to what their display frames were, which was brittle and broken easily. See the video for that one. However, I was surprised to find out that the portfolio is actually made of thick cardboard. It's not heavy or unwieldy, and it fits nicely into a backpack or a laptop bag without much problem. There's no real hinges to speak of. It's just more of this flexible cardboard crease that allows you to open and close the front panels. It folds over the front with a third panel that is magnetically attached to the side edge. I did see they also have a Velcro version, but I prefer this magnetic closure. The magnet isn't the strongest thing ever, but it does the job. The design of having it as the third panel that latches on the side here makes it a solid close for what you need. It just won't fly open, right? Like I can hold it upside down and there's no problem. The design and the rigid cardboard does mean that once you've reached the limit that you can stuff into it, you're done. There's no elasticity and no way to cram anything more into the case without damaging the books that you're trying to keep safe in the first place. In the department of protecting your books, I think it does a good job. Once the books are inside, it feels nice and secure. Of course, you can shake and jostle the case and you'll hear your comics rumble around inside. But due to the nature of the case, they don't really have any ability to turn on end, flip, or get cramped in a corner. If you have it close to or at its capacity, it doesn't really seem like the comics are able to move very much at all. If, like me, you get your new releases bagged and boarded at the shop, then you're even more protected, as the only thing hitting the inner walls is the backing board, and in that case, the backing board is doing its job. Overall, it is a well-built folio that does its job. I do wish they had some other options, maybe a slimmer model for just a few books, or maybe something that extends more to fit more books. It would be nice for me to use a slimmer model if I just wanted to bring some issues with me to work or on long car rides, something that would slide easily into my bag and not be as obtrusive. While this one easily fits, it does take up room. The other thing is that they only seem to make these for current and silver. I suppose that's due to market demand, but given how valuable a good Golden Age book would be, it's a bit of a surprise that there isn't an option for a Golden Age folio. Now, the real question, do you need it? Well, this really depends. For most people, just going to their shop and back, probably not. It's not a mandatory part of buying and transporting comics by any means. There is, however, definitely a few use cases for one of these folios. If you go to cons regularly or plan to, then yes, buy one or two, depending on your shopping habits at cons. If you're going to be traveling on airplanes or in public transport for these cons, then definitely. These will protect your investments on those type of trips. The other use case is if you're someone like me. My trips to the local comic shop are usually bi-weekly and not the only stop that I make. So I have more than a few books with me. Often I hit my comic store first, then continue running errands, often with my daughter in tow, or I'm headed to work right after. So in my case, once I buy the comics, they are potentially with me all day long, rattling around on my passenger seat or in my trunk or stuffed into my work bag. So for me, this is a no-brainer. Without this folio case, I'm sure I would have had some damage by now. However, I've been using this for nearly 2 years, and Can't say that I've ever pulled out a damaged book. If you fit one of those use cases, then yes, buy this folio. If, however, you're not carrying your books all day or traveling to a con, it's not necessary, but it is a nice bit of insurance for any annoying accidents. There you have it, the BCW comic book StorFolio. If you got something out of this video, leave a like for me. It does definitely help with the YouTube algorithm and getting my video out there to more people. I do regular reviews of products like this, unboxings, and I have an ongoing, it's been almost a year now, video series comparing CGC, CBCS, and PGX. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video.